I was just blessed, man. I got a phone call one day from the American Indian College Fund. This was like the beginning of 1994, and they said, hey, we're going to go take some folks over to Rome, and would you like to go as sort of the contemporary expression of Native music? And I said, absolutely. And so I went over there, and it was a really big hit, man. I mean, people over there never had seen anything like what we did. And so when I came back, my wife and I sometimes we say, coincidence or the creator, and we know the answer is the creator. I mean, I don't believe in luck or any of that stuff. I know that there's a plan for every single one of our lives, and the creator, when we get in that motion and we start walking that walk, man, the creator kind of gets activated and stuff happens. It doesn't mean that it's easy or that it's not hard or there's not obstacles, but the creator comes alive and really starts to move in your life. And so, man, I came back from Rome. I was back out on the reservation. Now we were traveling, all over North America and, going from friggin', Montana down to Nevada over to Oklahoma, up to Minnesota, back over to California, and I was in Burns, Oregon, at the Burns Paiute tribe, and they called from the office in Oklahoma, and they said, hey, Paramount Pictures called today, and I'm like, man, why are you messing with me, man? We out here hustling, it's tough being out here on the road sometimes, and y'all messing with me talking about some movie company called, and they said, nah, man, for real, they called, and they want you to come to New York and read for this movie. And how they found me is the casting was out of New York, and they reached out to the American Indian College Fund asking if they had any drama students or if there was anything like in the colleges, and they told them about me, and they told them about how successful it was over in Rome. And, I went to New York, I read, they asked me to stay meet the director, I read for him, and I went back out on the road. Actually, it's crazy, again, coincidence or the creator. The very next show from Oregon was all the way over for the Senecas in New York on their reservations. And so the crew was driving all the way across the country. I just flew ahead of them and then just flew over to New York and met them to the other side of New York. And I went back out on the road with them. And then by the time we got to, I think it was Wisconsin, they called me and asked me to go to California and do a screen test. And then the rest is history, man. About 2 weeks after that, the director called me and asked me if I'd like to make the movie. And it's crazy to me, man, because people think I got into movies and then started rapping like, some like Hollywood boy that, then flips it over. But it was always music first, man. And so I just used all the movie money, the TV money, and all the stuff I did after that to finance, basically all of the music stuff and the tours and, building businesses, the T-shirts and all the other businesses we have. I capitalized it off of the movie stuff and reinvested it into what we were doing, and it's just been very blessed, man, that all these years people have been very supportive, and, we just do what we do.
Yeah, the Indian cover, that was a great movie, you know what I'm saying, but then a couple years later, man, you were in a blockbuster, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which that's considered a cult classic, especially to the gamers out there. What was it like playing Nightwolf on there?
Man, I mean, it was such a incredible, there were so many moments, man, in that journey of doing one movie and then another movie and then another movie, and just it feeling so surreal sometimes, and especially with this film. And people got to remember, man, Mortal Kombat was like, everything that Call of Duty is today or any other mega game that's out there, man. Mortal Kombat,
that was our shit.
It was the game, man. And to play Nightwolf, man, it was like he was one of those characters that really had transcended into mainstream, and there was this native icon in the hottest thing that was out, and to be able to play that role, man, and believe me, I was like, on the treadmill. I was trying to, get as close. There's no way in the world I'm ever getting to, how yoked up the game version of it is. But, I wanted people to look at the movie as much as that Liu Kang looks like how, Robin Shou, who played him, looked how, like, I think Liu Kang looked in the video game. I wanted to be that with Nightwolf. And I got to tell you, man, when they first brought me my wardrobe, it was some, I don't even know where the hell they got this stuff. But I'm like, nah, man, we got to do, I literally went and bought the video game book, like how, you to how
yeah,
all the
little Brady
fatalities
guys
and
and
all
shit.
what's gonna do, right?
Yeah.
And I took the picture of that and I set it on the wardrobe and brought the makeup team in. I said, it's got to be like this, man. We got to keep it real. Like people are gonna expect that they see that in the movie.
Yeah, you had to be him. Yeah, hell yeah.
We went and did everything, man. They got the vest, they got the whole deal. I mean, it was a complete departure for what they originally showed me on the paper. But I think it was good, man. People still, love how, the morphing of the wolf into Nightwolf and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, and I'll tell you, like, a little inside story on that is there was supposed to be more Nightwolf in there, but I was doing another movie in Europe, and they wouldn't let me go. They and it was pissing me off because I was literally sitting there in Eastern Europe for like a week doing nothing, and they were like, let him fly over here I think they were in England. Let him fly over here. We'll pay for everything, and we'll make sure that he gets back there, and let him film the first opening sequence. And they wouldn't go for it, man. So that shit got cut out of the movie. But I think what did make it in the movie was good, man, and it was just a real honor to be a part of that. It was #1 at the box office for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, I remember going to see that shit.
Yeah.
I remember standing in line to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Because like you said, Mortal Kombat was the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now they making movies for the shit. Hell yeah. And back then, movies come out so fast and so quick now. But back then, it was like the build-up for a movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like we waiting on this shit.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, so it was really good, man. It was just, we did that in Thailand. They shot in other places, but that's where I flew to do my parts.
See, that's dope, man. That's like Max said. I don't know how many quarters I put in that game as a kid.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
how many times did you actually buy the game though? Once you start being able to, I got Mortal Kombat XX right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still buy this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for you to be able to, you a part of that forever. You know what I'm saying? Just by being in that movie.
And it's just, never forget, man, how blessed and just thankful, man. I got to go back to that. Just grateful, man.